All right. Hello. Hi everyone who's watching, if there's anyone. And if you're watching this on YouTube, then hi to you too. So let's start. So today what I'm planning on doing is, let me just adjust this a little. So what I am planning on doing today is working on my new website. So let's see how that goes. Seems that we're live. Okay. So this as you can see, this is my new website. No, this is my old website. Sorry. This is the old one. And there's not a lot of information here. It's just my blog. I write about different stuff. I have I have this very simple blog. I use the template for this. It's an egghead.io template. It's very cool. It's written in Gatsby. So yeah, that's it. This is the thing. And currently I'm working on a new version. Hey, let me just adjust this. It's kind of too much in my face. So yeah, currently I'm working on a new version, and I would like to add some tests. And I wrote the new version in Nuxt. So this is a view framework, view static site generator, and this is what it looks like. Let me run localhost, and here it is. So as you can see, we have some colors here, and the idea is still the same. It looks something like this, and I have this welcome page, which is newest on my blog, and there will be some more stuff here. If you click on the blog, then you will obviously see the blog. I have some new code snippets. I have these cute little icons here. I still have this copy to clipboard. It changes the text when I click on copy. So this is basically the idea. It's so far it's simple. I'm just adding, basically just redesigning and rewriting the same old stuff that is already here. That is here on the old page, but I've added some more stuff. I added this footer here. I added this subscription link, subscription box, and it's nice little one. It has some error messages and stuff like that, and we're going to look into that today, hopefully. And yeah, I basically want to just add a couple of tests, so when I eventually deploy this, hopefully later this week, then then I make sure that everything is fine. So here's my project. Let's make this window a little bigger. Did it grow? Cannot see. My VS Code is kind of slow in the past few days. Maybe I was hitting the wrong key, so I was slow. Okay. So let me. So here is the folder structure of Nuxt app. Only left channel is working. Oh my. Thank you, Dan. Not sure why that is. I don't think I can fix that right now, so yeah, right now I'll be just whispering to your left ear. Sorry for that. Yeah, but I'll look into that. I had some issues with running the whole stream. Actually, I don't see. I'm using Streamlabs OBS, and doesn't seem to be working quite well with newest macOS version. I cannot see the view. I cannot see myself. I actually had to open the browser and look into the browser window if I'm actually live. Okay, so back to my code. Let's create a new branch. So the new branch, check out new branch, and I'm just going to call it feature add Cypress tests. And yep, here I got it. So the next step I'm using yarn here, so I'm going to yarn add Cypress, and I'm just going to add it as a development dependency. Should it be in the production? I'm not really sure, but I think we'll be fine just for now. So let me install Cypress. Should have probably done this before. Cypress can be quite a big package. Well, it is quite a big package. That's why if you're running it on CI, then you should probably make use of some caching, so you don't download the whole package all the time. And yeah, okay, while we wait, we can look at this blog. And yeah, but I actually showed you everything, so I don't have anything else to say. But I don't know, maybe let me know in the comments if you like it. I kinda like it. It has more colors, more fonts. I'm kind of experimenting with everything. You can see it's work in progress. Like, I don't have descriptions here. I obviously need to add them. And yeah, also the courses section is nothing just for now, just this template I grabbed and didn't do anything with, so that doesn't fit in. Oh, thanks, Mark. What's that icon above the Docker icon? Oh, this. Oh, this is VS Notes. It's yeah, I'm not using that anymore. It's basically a notepad in the VS Code. I tried to use that, didn't really work for me. I use Notion most of the time, and Apple Notes. I'm kind of struggling to find the right one for my notes. I used Evernote, but then I don't know. Evernote, I don't really like what they did. I think I was using the free version, well, obviously, and it felt like on every step they were bugging me to buy the full version, and I didn't like it. So I'm going to open Cypress now. Hey Cecilia, hi. Yeah, Notion is good. Notion. I just installed Notion for my wife today. She loved it. Well, she needs to. Yeah, she needs to learn to work with that tool. It is really powerful. That means it's super. That means it can get super complicated. All right. So to help me get started, Cypress is creating some files. I don't need those at the moment, so I'm just going to delete all of them. And since I'm starting a new project, I'm going to add a few things. What am I going to add? Yeah, obviously configuration. So base URL will be HTTP localhost 3000. Great. Let's just write a first test. And what am I going to name it? This is the issue with every stream. I don't know how to name stuff. Test.js, just for now. We'll see. I'm going to rename that afterwards. and let's start with opens the site. This is the first thing we want to do, and oh no, crypto. That reminds me, I should probably, yeah, maybe I should just write this in TypeScript. Let's just stay with this, maybe visit slash, yeah, okay. So let's visit our page, opened on the second monitor, and let's see if everything works. Okay, seems so. Great. So we have our first test. That was fast. That's awesome. So yeah, let's change this. I like the TypeScript features, although I'm not like a TypeScript expert, but I like the TypeScript experience when writing tests in Cypress. So let me just quickly open the docs and look into what can we do to enable TypeScript. So obviously we first need to add it to our project. So let's do that. Well, I have 2 running processes, so let's run a third one. I'm going to add TypeScript, and we need to configure tsconfig. So I'm just going to copy this, and let's add it here. New file, tsconfig JSON. So since Cecilia from Cypress is here, she can tell me if I'm doing anything wrong, because TypeScript is not really my area, but I mean, I have been using it a little, but we'll see if everything goes. Sweaty smile. Yeah, who actually knows TypeScript, right? Who's the expert? I don't know any experts on TypeScript. Well, yeah, that's not fair. I do know some experts, and those are the people I ask for advice all the time whenever I try to set up something. Okay, so schema is not defined. Let's see. I tried to restart this, didn't work. I thought I did everything. Maybe I forgot something. This is, you may need to restart. Usually I have to do that. And yeah, I don't like these. These are annoying, and I don't know why this is not working. Or maybe tsconfig should be here, right? Yeah, it should. Oh, maybe did the installation go all good? TypeScript is here. Ah, never mind. Or should we mind? Let's just maybe use this for a moment and to get rid of the errors, and we can do a session on TypeScript sometime in the future. Okay. But this should work. What's happening? It is not defined. Only available. I mean, these are annoying. I don't want to need a describe block. Really? Are you sure about that? Because I've been avoiding sometimes the describe block. I don't always use it. I just write an it. I also thought that the describe block is absolutely needed, but let me write another. Let's call that spec ts. See what happens here. Still Yeah, I don't know what's happening. Okay, we just need to live with this for a moment until I figure out why this is happening. And if I find out, I'm definitely going to let the world know why is this happening. Let me just try to restart once more, because you know, third time is the charm. Yeah, I think that IntelliSense is acting out. It's not liking me today. I don't know why that is. Well, it's the first time I'm using it in a Nuxt project, and I don't think that should be a problem. Maybe it is. Maybe there's something missing. Or should the tsconfig be here? Maybe this is something I screwed up. Don't know why, but I thought it should be inside the Cypress folder. Well, it doesn't seem to change anything. Okay. Okay, never mind. Then just maybe... Well, let's see what happens if I need to delete that. If I just write it in JavaScript and add the code, does this work? It doesn't? Alright, well now that has to be something with my VS Code. Not sure why this is happening. Thanks Cecilia, I already did that a couple of times. Restart your IDE, TypeScript server, if the setup enough. Yeah. I did that already a couple of times. Doesn't seem to work. Let me just quit VS Code altogether, and this will be the last thing. I'm sorry, it's bugging me. I should be writing tests. That is the thing I promised to do. But it's bugging me. Why is this not working? So, okay, this is not initializing, activating. Let's see what happens. So it's turning, and yeah, it's there. Ah. Okay, we just need to live with this. I'm sorry. You are here with me. You need to suffer with me now. I'm definitely... Yeah, where's Gleb when you need him, right? Okay. Okay, let's just write some tests, alright? I hope this will not get too annoying. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I don't know what's happening. We'll find out later. I definitely, yeah, I'm going to stay up all night just to find out what the hell is happening here. No inputs were found. Yeah, okay, I promised I'll move on. I'm sorry. Okay, I'll move on, I promise. Okay, I'm moving on. Okay. Okay, so let's just go with the tests. And since I restarted everything, let me run yarn dev to run my website. It's building everything. And I have to say this Nuxt experience is a really good one. I really enjoy it. I enjoy it more than what I did with the with the Gatsby site. I mean, that's obviously a personal preference. I don't think like the one is better over the other. I'm obviously a junior in this kind of stuff, so don't take my word for it. But I mean, the experience is great. Yeah, and cool. It seems that our site is working. Here we got it. So let's test something. Let's see what is important for me to before I deploy my site. I think that obviously the important part for me would be the index site. Don't know why I have this problem. Cecilia, maybe you can advise me. Sometimes the dev server does not work and the hot module reload, or what is it called, just freezes altogether. It crashes and I need to run the yarn dev again, and I don't know what that is. I've been looking into GitHub for the issues, and it seems that it is a if I'm looking at the correct issue, it is a problem that they are aware of, but not sure if there's like a reproducible scenario. And it just happened to me now, right? I just ran my website and I wanted to change the URL, and it seemed that it just broke. Okay, so let's go to the test. So we have created the project, and yeah, Mark is just living with it. So have been I with it. I mean, it's kind of annoying because sometimes it happens. It doesn't happen like all the time, and sometimes it happens after every change, and after every change I need to run the yarn dev, and it takes a couple of seconds, and it's annoying. Yeah, okay, so maybe just HMR is just a hard thing to do reliably. Okay, so let's look at my site. So what I want to do, what I want to test here is the newest on my blog has a couple of latest blogs here. It has understanding code coverage. It's actually not out, it's not finished. But what I want to do is to see if I have 5 blogs here. That should be pretty easy. So this I want to not break. Then I would like to test this and see if everything works here. Because this form has a couple of states, like the success state, the error state, and the loading state. And I think that's it. Those are all the states. And then what else? And I think that should be it, just for beginning. It's just a website. And then maybe we can look into the blog and see if like these icons are here and if this copy to clipboard works. So this should be it. I mean, these are the parts that I want to work like all the time. And then later, when I add some new stuff to my page, I would like that to work too. So I'll just keep it in this single file. And it's the second one. It's going to be it loads posts on index page. And I think I can skip this one because obviously I'm going to be visiting my site. So I'll skip this one. Look, autocomplete works. That's cool. Okay. And okay. And here I want to make sure that these h1 or these elements, these posts are here. So here it is. Okay, so I'm using Tailwind, and it has this really cool The way that Tailwind works is, I mean, it's awesome, and I think like the Nuxt and Tailwind, it's a match made in heaven. I liked that tweet someone made a couple of days ago. It works so well. It's awesome. It was so easy to implement. But what I obviously need to do if I want to test this, I need to add my own selector. So let's look into the code, and let's look into the index page. Index page, where I got it. Here are pages, and here is my index page, and here it all is. And there's the heading, newest on the block, and then I have this v4 loop. So I'm taking all the posts and I'm rendering them one by one, and I'm using Nuxt content module, which is just going to be looking into my content folder, into my posts, and is going to gather all the data, and afterwards here in my template I'm using that data to render my page. And so here it is. Here is the block that will get rendered 5 times. So let's just add a data CY selector, and I'm going to name that post. Okay, I'm used to having my website on the left, so I'm going to do this. Oh no, I'm actually haven't run Cypress, so that's okay. So let's run Cypress. So yarn Cypress open. But I can refresh this and see. Oh, and see my page is broken here. I need to work on this. It's not done at all. It's not yet mobile ready. I'm just starting. But I can see here's my data selector, so that's good. And can run my test. Here it is. Cool. And arrange this. Good. And now in my test, what I want to do is I want to get my my posts. Let's use selector playground for this, and here it is. Posts. Oh, why is it not showing the data selector? It is here. Maybe I'm just not clicking on the right thing. I mean, it's obviously hard to click on the whole div. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, but I mean, I know what I want to do, so let's do it. So I'm clicking on data CY, and they should be visible, and there should be 5 of them. So have length, here it is, of 5. Oh, 6, 5. Okay. Let me move this to the side. This comes more natural to me. Although the side is small now. Alright, seems we are good. We have a green test. So I've selected this. I see that it is visible, and I have a length of 5. So that's great. That works. What else? Let me let me see. Oh, I know what I can test also. I mean, I have this element here. It's I call it the hero element, like this big welcome thing here, and it is showing on the visit page, the index page, but it is of course, well, obviously it's not showing on the blog page, it's not showing on the courses page, and it's not showing inside the blog post. And I'm using different layouts here, and when I'm using the index page, I'm defining it here that I'm using the index layout. When I'm looking at the blog page, I'm defining that I'm using the blog layout. And my layouts are here in this layouts folder. So I have a couple of layouts here, and the index one should be showing this hero element. And the post isn't. These three are fairly similar because yeah, they're not that different, but I think I could probably run into an error. I was just thinking about it yesterday, that the default layout doesn't include the hero. So it could happen to me that I would do some kind of change to my index page, and it would not take my index layout, but it would take my my default layout, which doesn't have the hero element in it. So I'm going to look into the components, and I'm going to add data selector, data cy, and this selector is going to be just going to call it hero. And now that I have it, I can add a new test, or I can just keep it in here. This is just going to be testing the index page. It should be fine. And I'm going to add a log so I know what I'm doing here. And hero element is visible. So I'm going to get my hero element data cy, and I named it hero. So let's save this, run my test, see what happens. Okay, got it. I obviously need to add some assertions, so let's make sure that is visible. That should be enough. We just want to make sure it's visible. Alright, now, so if now for any reason I would be making changes to my page and it it would cause that my hero element or my blocks didn't render, I should be able to catch it before I deploy that. So let's write another test. Let's write another one, and the other one will be actually, like, let's open a blog page, and just for the showcase I'm going to be using this block, but if I were to like make sure that nothing breaks, I would create like a custom page just for testing, to test my heading, to test all the data, to test all the different kinds of elements and stuff like that. So that would be like a demo blog post which has everything in it. And but just to showcase what I would do, I'm going to just copy this page, and stay tuned for this one. It has a 21st of December, but I didn't yet completed, but I'm working on this. But then I decided I'm going to work on a new blog, so that got delayed. Alright, so it shows post content. So now I'm going to visit this URL, and on this URL I want to make sure that that this element is here, that my 4-minute read is here. If for some reason that didn't work, I would want to know that. And then I will look into my code and look into the clipboard. I want to make sure that this actually works. So let's see. Let's first check this. Yeah, let's first check the heading. Okay. So the H1, I'm going to add a selector to that. Come to the page. So this is the page, and H1 I'll add a selector. So data CY is going to be block title. Let's just name it like this. And let's see why I get my block title. Blog data CY is block title. That should be visible. But just since we are testing a website, there's not too much interactivity here. So we're basically, a lot of the times we are just checking the visibility or length or stuff like that. But we'll get to the fun stuff with the copy to clipboard. It seems like my page is not working properly, but maybe that was just some rendering problem here. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Maybe I was just, when I was walking here, maybe that caused it to break. I don't know. Okay, but we have our block title, it's visible, that's great. And here I have this paragraph element, and it has my name in it, and it has 21st of December. So let's look into the, so here it is. And as you can see, since I'm the only author, I have this, but in my blogs I sometimes included the author element in it, sometimes I don't. I created a fallback. So if I have a post author, it's just going to be, it will show post author, and if that is not present, it's just going to fall back to this. So the fallback should be, yeah, should work. Data CY. Let's add author. And since I started with writing like this, I'm going to continue with this. So block author. Let me save this and check for. I'm going to add a log here. Check block author. I'm going to get this block author. Should be visible. Visible, and should contain text, and that would be my name. So if I were to open a blog that didn't include the name in it, then I would have that in. Cool, working. And last thing is I'm going to check this 4-minute read also. So let's add a selector to that. Oh no, wait. Oh yeah, it is here. Okay, good. I get confused for a moment. So data CY, and it's just block reading time. So let's just save this, and I will, oops, log check block reading time. I'll get this. Okay, it should be visible too. Good. Okay, so I got all these checks. Let's see. Yeah, I should probably check the content, right? But how do I check the content? Oh, easy. It's this Nuxt content element. So let's add a data selector to that too. Data CY block content. So I make sure that the content is rendering, and I'll add that too. So log content is visible, and let's just get I forgot to copy that, and I forgot to save this too. So let's just data CY. Yeah, Ron, no problem. Have a nice evening. What am I doing? Oh, okay. Should be visible. All right. Okay, so we're just checking visibility of various elements. So we're kind of boring at the moment. But let's look into this. This should be fun. So I have this button over here, this copy button, and what this does is when I copy my code to clipboard, it shows these messages, and it copies to my clipboard, right? So I have this index HTML, app.js, style CSS. This is the content of the clipboard right now. If I copy this, here you can see my clipboard. I have the code copied. And I really like this feature because I want my blog to be useful to the readers, and sometimes, yeah, even just copy the code, paste it in your editor, and try to play with that. That's how I learn, just copying code of different people, and then try to play with that, try to change it, see what it does, get the understanding. So I hope to provide that experience to the readers. So I'll write another blog, another test, and that will be, I want to clipboard works, or copy code works. And this will be interesting because what we want to do is something that is not really covered on Cypress docs, but it is covered on GitHub, because there are people that were trying to deal with this. How do you check your the thing, the clipboard? How do you check your clipboard whether it actually worked, right? So there's this really nice tool called Clipboardy, and we are going to use it. So let's just add it, yarn add Clipboardy. Okay, let's see if it works. All right, and this clipboardy thing is we're actually going to create a plugin, and the task is, well, you know what, I have it somewhere, so I'm just going to copy it from there. Just give me a second and I'll walk through how that works. But yeah, let's start with the test first. So what I want to do is go into my page. I'm going to click on the copy button, and I wonder if I should add. Yeah, I will add a data selector there. Oh no, I will not. I'll just use the CSS here. Data content, copy button. Here I got it. Class copy button. I'm just going to add it because it's in a separate module. Well, I could add selector. I wonder. Okay, I'm just going to use the class for now. I have a question on that. Retro Bear. Oh, hi. You were here last time. That's nice for you, all of you, to come again. ID attribute. If you have ID and you are pretty sure that there's yeah, well, you don't even have to be sure that there's a single ID, but developers need to make sure that they have single ID on the whole DOM, because for some reason it's not good if you have more IDs of the same identical IDs on your page. But yeah, I mean, it could be considered matter of taste. There are ups and downs for every approach, and you need to weigh that in, whether that works for you or it doesn't work for you. Like a couple of months ago, or maybe a year ago, using data selectors was not a good approach for me in Slido, where I work to write my test. Now it is very much a good approach for me, and so I'm doing that. But I mean, whatever helps you write your tests the fastest, the most efficient, and make your test not break on every change, that should be the approach you should take. So, but this is the approach that works for me here, because I have the direct access to my code. I can change it however I want, and I'll see how that works for me. Maybe I don't know, we'll see. So in this test, I want to visit my page, get my copy button, then I will click on it, and then I want to code is copied. Then I want to make sure that the code is copied, and since obviously there are multiple copy buttons, I'm just going to select the first one, so the index number of 0, that would be the one, and let's see, the code is copied and the test is not reloading. Why? Maybe it's just my computer being lazy at the moment. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, if there are multiple IDs, the linter should probably tell you that. I wonder if it would tell you if you had like a bunch of components on your page and you would have the same ID on different components. Because if you have like one component which is in a single file, if that would like catch it, maybe yes, I don't know, like I don't have too much experience in this, but I'm just trying to work out the case, like if it's like an impossible to have problem, or it's a problem that could happen. Oh, press Ctrl C to copy. So I have a fallback here, and I wonder. Okay. So this is I think this might be this might be an issue with how Cypress does clicks. Cypress uses JavaScript to run your actions on the page, and obviously, well, let's demonstrate. So I'll copy something else. I copy this head, link, rel stuff. So this second one. In my test, I'm selecting the first copy button and click on it. And when I run my test and look into my clipboard, I don't have the code copied here. Oh no, I didn't take that as a critique. I mean, even if it was, it would be a valid critique, so go ahead, don't worry. Okay, so I'm running my code here, and I'm clicking on the button, I click on it, it doesn't copy. The reason for that is that Cypress uses JavaScript to run its events, and whenever the click action in browser is not triggered by a real user but by JavaScript, it's going to have this flag, and I wonder if I can see it in Cypress in the DevTools actually. I don't think I can. I'm pretty sure I cannot. If I click on it, maybe? Yeah, no, I cannot. But the point is, it's going to have this flag, this click event is going to be flagged. And that flag, oh, I wonder, oh, okay. And this flag is going to be that it is not a safe click. And if it's not a safe click, it's not going to add anything into my clipboard. So there is a plugin that is adding real events, and is written by a guy named Dmitry Kovalenko. And I wonder if I have it like real events. Yeah, Cypress real events. And this, what it does is basically is going to use the Chrome API. Here it is, event is trusted. So the event is trusted will be set to false if I just run my code like this, if I just use this click command. But I can use the real click with this Chrome DevTools protocol and with this awesome plugin. So oops. So let's add this plugin and let's do a real click. I actually showed this in one of my previous streams where I was showcasing different plugins. I didn't get it to work actually because I was using it on my app, on my Trello app, and the problem there was that I had my app zoomed in, and I reached out to Dimitri because I was not able to find the cause of that. Why wouldn't the element click? Well, it was actually hover. Why wouldn't that work? And after a while, I found out that the reason for that is that I had this whole page, I had it zoomed in, like a command minus thing like this. I would have my page zoomed in, and it wouldn't click. It wouldn't give it the proper coordinates, so it wouldn't click on or hover over the right place. So let's just continue with installation. So I need to add this to support. So let's just import this. Anything else? I don't think so. Yeah, the tsconfig. And that's not working magic for us today, so but I'll add it since I have it here. So, and I have this real click now. So let's change this click to real click. And now when I run my test, it clicks. So it did click, and you can see in my clipboard, here it is. You see, this is the last thing I copied. This is the one I copied right now. So okay, so we got over the first problem, the real click. So let's get to the second problem. And the second problem is, how do we look into our clipboard? Because we want to make sure that the code is copied. And as I already mentioned, I added this clipboardy thing, and let me just quickly fetch the code. What we are going to do here is we are going to add a plugin. So we are going to run a task in our let me just close this all. We're going to run a task in our test. So this is going to be add task, and I'm just going to call that task, I don't know, get clipboard, something like this. And after that, we're going to check, this task is going to fetch the content of our clipboard, and after that I'm going to check the content. So basically I will just write a shoot and stuff right here. So, oh, I shouldn't have saved it. This is going to fail. So let me just very quickly fetch this, and I have it somewhere in another project. So I'm just going to copy it from there very quickly. Copy paste. Oh no. Never mind. Oh yeah, I have it on GitHub actually. So let's go to GitHub and should look into my repos. And where is it? Copy paste. Here it is. Index.js. There, I got it. So let me just copy this. Let me walk you through this. So here I am in my index.js file, and okay, this is not needed here. Okay, so I'm requiring the clipboardy module that I have installed, and I'm defining a new task. So you can create your own tasks, and you can run your different functions, or you can run a node task. This task command is actually really powerful. So this would be the cy task, right? And you can define your own. So I'm defining get clipboard, and what I'm basically doing is just running this clipboardy module and using the function read thing, which is inside this module. And I'm going to return this constant that I have defined. So whatever is in my clipboard is going to be returned by the task. So let's just delete this for a moment. I'm going to save my plugins. I'm going to save my test and run my test. Let's just run that again. Not sure why it is not reloading. Okay. So now let's look in the console and look into the task. And you can see that it is yielding the content of my clipboard here. So it's working. Now we can use should. And let's see, contain text. And I wonder how I'm going to do this, because it has three lines. So maybe just like this. I wonder. Okay, somebody's spamming me here. How do you? Yep, bye. Sorry for that. Let's see if this works. I doubt this will work, because there are obviously also some spaces in there. Yeah, this doesn't work. Also, it seems like the assertion is not good. Is no good. Invalid subject. Contain text. Oh, okay. The contain text is not for this. I should just use equal. So the contain text is for DOM elements. If I read that correctly, kind of went through that. And expected. The actual, yeah, this is this is kind of annoying. So the actual is this, the expected is this. So there doesn't seem to be difference. And yeah, to equal expected app install. Oh, okay, it's just an extra space at the end. Okay, so this seems that we can make this work. Okay, that was easier than I thought. Maybe. Let's see the test passing. Okay, cool. So now I got it. I checked my clipboard. So that's awesome. Okay, so we are now heading towards 1 hour of our stream. So I think this might be the good place to wrap it up. Let's just run all of my 3 tests. Index page works. Post content seems to be working too. And copying of my code works too. So that's great. Yeah. Okay, RetroBear. I'm glad you like that. There's going to be a blog about this real soon, but it's actually not going to be on my blog. And I'll let you know when that comes out. But I'm really excited about this one. Okay, so this was it. So don't forget to check out when this comes out. I hope this will be this week. The new blog. I obviously have a newsletter, so if you're not in that one, go check it out. I'm not spamming you, don't worry. I just let you know when a new blog is out or a stream is coming or something like that. And I also have a Discord channel, so if you want to hang out, mostly talk about Cypress and your tests and how to write your tests and etc., then I encourage you to join. I have that link also on the old page, so feel free to join and we can talk. So thank you so much for coming today. Obviously you will be able to find this on YouTube if you came in late to the party, or if you couldn't stay for the whole time. You're probably watching that. and yeah, see you next time. Next time will probably be again on Monday. Next Monday. It seems that that is the pace I can live with. So have a great end of the year. Enjoy, celebrate if you can, and well, yeah, Happy New Year 2021 once we get there. Bye everyone.